Jax Jordan interviews potential employees for their new architecture and design office.
As you can see from my curriculum vitae, I have studied at the University of Hamburg in architecture with exemplary grades. I have interned with Gorgios in Brazil and have 3 other firms I am interviewing. You would be lucky to have me. Then can you discuss salary? I will need to have the entire month of August off because I will be on an archaeology work in Cyprus.
Thank you, we will call you. So why should we hire you?
Well, I can design and I have been on the HGTV series Make My Room as a designer. I came in 6th place. I would be good for your social media. I have 52,000 Instagram followers.
We will be in touch. Thank you. So you'd like to intern here? You know it is a temporary job?
I'm in school, and I think the experience would be so helpful to me as a future designer.
A very impressive resume, Mr. Clark. What have you been doing lately?
I'm actually retired, but bored. I made the mistake of quitting when I was 65 years old, after almost 40 years of practice in several architecture firms. I've worked with some of the biggest in the city, but I've spent the last 5 years twiddling my thumbs. I'm old, but not dead, healthy, and have half a century of design experience. Frank Lloyd Wright was designing well into his 90s.
I'm sorry to ask, but do you have computer skills? Can you use CAD software? Do you have experience with Photoshop or other 3D rendering software?
No, but I can draft on paper and ink, like you do not see anymore. I am a whiz with watercolor renderings, and I can build cardboard models that will blow your mind.
Mr. Clark, I like you. I can teach monkeys to use the computer. I need people who can design and think. If you want a job here, I will make one for you. So any questions for me?
What would be my starting salary? When do I get my first vacation day? When do I get a promotion? Do I get a private office? What is my clothing allowance? I do not want a company car unless it is electric. I have an emotional support dog. Do you make accommodations for her? I am vegan and could not be around any area that has any meat, dairy or egg products. I also will not work in a place where people wear or use any form of leather or fur. I want trigger warnings if there is any disturbing language and will not tolerate any form of implied sexism, racism, or discussions of religion. I care about the planet and everyone should recycle. I do not use paper because it destroys the trees. I will not stand for anyone who is intolerant.
Thank you for coming in. We'll let you know.
I can't work on Mondays, but I can start in 2 weeks. I can only work after 10 a.m. and must leave by 2:30 p.m. I will need at least an hour for lunch and 2 20-minute breaks.
Thank you for coming in. You can go now. So you would like to be my personal secretary. What do you know about me or my design firm?
Well, I know you need a secretary and a better organized system of interviewing potential staff. You could use someone to help organize your time management, someone who can take some of the tedium of running an office off your plate. I've been doing this for years, and my skill is making your life easier without you realizing that it was hard. I can do research, and I have checked you out. I know where you went to school, what kind of work you did in Europe. I read up on your social media posts. I know who your clients have been, and I know who your life partner is and what he does. I liked what I found out. I know I can make life easier for you, and I know what kind of boss you have the potential to be. That is a good, if not great, one.
Miss Hancock, I like you. I would like to think about what you have offered and get back with you for another interview.
Do your background check on me. Check my references. It is the least you should do. You will need to know I can do what I say and will be competent, discreet and reliable. Someone you can trust.
Thank you for your time, sir. It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jordan. Hopefully I will hear from you soon.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I'm impressed. I hate to admit it, but I did misjudge you. You will be hearing from us soon, Mr. Russell.
Cool.
Jax Jordan calls Black Orchid HQ London to talk to Rachel Cohen to get a background check.
Mr. Jordan, how can we be of help?
Okay, Miss Cohen, we'll skip the small talk, yeah? I'm fine. Lance is fine. How are you, Katya? And you, Miss Cohen?
Hi fellas. Hope you are enjoying New York. Are you getting settled in? We miss you here.
Oh, okay, hello sir, how can we help? Oh yeah, I am fine. How can we help?
I'm hiring people for our new office, and I need you to run a comprehensive background check on a couple of the potential new hires.
We are kinda leery about hiring anyone after all the problems we had with Nigel Osborne and some of the others.
I'm sending you the info as we speak. By the way, have either of you heard from Therri? It's been months and we have not heard a peep. Do you know where she is or how she's doing? It's not like her not to talk to anyone.
Before we talk about that, let me make sure the line is a secured and scrambled line. Okay, to answer your question, no, we have not spoken to Therri, but we have kept up with her. As you remember, all of the founding members and the board of directors were implemented with the tracking device.
I still cannot believe how tiny the transmitter is and how painless and unobtrusive it is. Only a tiny implant smaller than a sesame seed. Right at the back of the ear. I thought I'd feel like a digitally chipped dog, but I don't even notice it now.
So we know where she is, her heartbeat, her blood pressure, her stress levels, sleep patterns and physical activity. Not much more than your standard watch or Fitbit. We do have a few more areas we monitor. And the signal is picked up on our private satellite, which is military grade.
Don't worry, Jax, we can't actually watch you. Yet.
We sent her on her way with a satellite telephone, a solar-powered tablet, a survival medical kit, and a small non-lethal taser. All her trackers, and so far she still has all of them in her proximity and has not used any of them.
What we do know is that she is on the west coast of the island of Man, the Seychelles. Her health is normal and her stress levels are as low as we have ever seen on her. So I'd say she is doing well. If the situation changes, we'll let you know.
Okay, thanks ladies. Let me know what you find out on the background check.
Don't be strangers. We will talk soon, ladies. Bye now.
To be continued.